Jared?
Yeah, and it could be a long, busy night as far as weather is concerned. Sharon, thank you so much. We do have the threat for severe weather. Not so much for today. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's get a live look outside. If you have outdoor plans for this weekend, believe it or not, even though there is a good chance of thunderstorms, even though there's a good chance of severe weather, you still might be able to get your outdoor plans in, especially this morning and even the second half of tomorrow once the threat of severe weather passes on through. We're going to talk about who can expect what in just a second. We are in the upper 60s, relative humidity pumped up to about 90%, so definitely feels even warmer out there. And welcome to the month of April. And we definitely had some rain that we had added on in March. It really wasn't that much, just a little over 2 inches, but the big picture, we are at about 8.5 inches. So far so good this year, which is pretty good. It's ahead of the ball game by about 2.5 inches. Rough weather as winter continues to have its grip on the New England states. Then right across the nation's breadbasket, we see an area of low pressure. We're waiting on the upper low to dig in here from the four corners. And right now, we really don't see that much. We had a little bit of green popping up on our screen. Most of it was evaporating before even hitting the ground. Most of it now completely off the screen altogether. So over the next couple of hours, we look to stay mainly dry, but that also looks to change. Currently, we are not under any watches or warnings. That also looks to change as we get to the overnight hours. Now, here's what we're anticipating as far as the potential for severe weather from right now through midnight tonight. And that is to say, not that much as far as San Antonio is concerned. We are just on a line that makes us a marginal threat. By the way, marginal, that's the lowest level threat. Then it goes up a little bit in the area in yellow for the western hill country. That'll be a slight threat. Now, that's between now through midnight, but after midnight, we're going to see the shift over to the east, but not just that, we're really going to ramp things up. This map that you see here is actually information from the Storm Prediction Center located up in Norman, Oklahoma, and anytime that you see the color red on a map like this, it is a very serious situation. Fortunately, it looks like that red area is more towards Houston, Galveston, not so much in our viewing area, but from midnight tonight through early tomorrow afternoon, we have at least a slight threat over here. Now, what kind of threats are we talking about? Well, we can't rule out a couple of isolated tornadoes because we're going to have the ingredients. We'll have the rotation after midnight tonight, but really the biggest threat appears to be large damaging hail. So before you go to sleep tonight, I would actually advise, if you have the ability to protect your car, protect your property, move it under cover, garage, roof, anything like that, I would definitely advise it. I don't like to bring up what happened a year ago, but remember that horrible hailstorm that we had did happen in the month of April, and we are in that month now, so we could see hail and even in some cases damaging hail. Nothing on radar right now, nothing expected the next few hours. We have temperatures ranging in the upper 60s. Feels even warmer though when you factor in the elevated dew points, and we're going to have the firing mechanism. That's going to be this upper low that'll basically be sitting right on top of us as we get to tonight into early tomorrow morning. Then it gets out of here. We might be able to salvage the very end of tomorrow afternoon. You might be able to get your afternoon plans in then. You'll see another trough dig in as we get to midweek. That's going to send another cold front our way, but that looks to be a dry cold front. It'll give us a reinforcing shot of dry air, and I think you're going to fall in love with the second part of the 7-day forecast. But let's work with what we have for tonight. We're going to see an uptick in showers and thunderstorms, and as we get to after midnight, they'll become more widespread. Now, you can't see it here, but I do believe that a line of severe weather could develop between midnight tonight through early tomorrow morning. It looks like daybreak Sunday will be the best chance for showers and thunderstorms, and again, some of them will have the potential to be severe. Highs for today around 80 degrees here. We're talking low 90s as you go out to the southwestern part of the viewing area, and then lows for tonight not so low, mainly in the 60s. For today, mostly cloudy but dry in the morning, then a 40 to 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms later in the day. High 80 for tonight. Some thunderstorms may be severe, mainly after midnight towards daybreak Sunday. Lows in the mid-60s, and the 7-day forecast, we should get rid of the severe threat by midday Sunday, if not early afternoon. Then late in the day, maybe the sun will pop back out, but the sun will definitely be out and shining Monday through Friday. All 5 of those days look to be in good shape. Find that forecast anytime at kens5.com.